welcome to another episode of a Vlogmas. If this is your first time around these parts, my name is Tashira of Politics and Fashion. And if you love style, self-care, social justice, you've made it to the right place. I know I have a lot of new subscribers and viewers this time of year, so welcome, join the tribe. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Today, we are going to do a little bit of fragrances. I want to share with you my favorite fragrances of the year. We're also going to talk about the Black Friday purchases that I made that were hits. So I'm going to rate them for you all. I have a few things that came in since I think episode 2. A lot of things that got sent back. And we also are going to do some Christmas shopping. We're going to round out the day down at City Center. And so let's get started together. I'm going to choose actually a fragrance for the day because it goes along with today's video. I think... Okay, tell me if y'all do this. Do y'all choose your fragrances based upon your mood or based upon what you're wearing? So because I'm wearing a color today, I feel like I should wear a fragrance that feels kind of bright and fresh. I don't know. That's just how my mind works. So I wouldn't wear any of my more moody fragrances. I would wear something that's a bit more on the lighter side. So I'm going to go for the MFK 724. I recently recommended this to one of my best friends, and I think she's going to be very, very happy with it. I got this from Saks. My homegirl, Bernice. Hey, Bernice. Hey, girl. Got me a gift card for my birthday, and I got this earlier this year. I should have probably gotten the bigger size because, as you can see, it is already... And I'm not someone who wears the same fragrance every day. I don't go through my fragrances quickly, but that is a sign of a good one when I've used that much in a relatively short period of time. So let's sit down. I'm gonna pour myself something to drink, and we're gonna talk about the scent notes, the brands, all the things you need to know about my favorite fragrances of 2023. Let's get started. All right, y'all, let's get started. I am gonna focus on my top 5 fragrances with an honorable mention. But counting, I have an additional 5, so 10 total that I rotate in and out of. But I think these probably comprise the ones that I wore the most this year, and definitely 2 I re-upped on. I am a fragrance lover. I was born into it. I was born to the lifestyle, okay? Being from the South, I remember my grandfather saying to me very young, did you put on some perfume before I got on the school bus? Okay, y'all, I was in like early elementary school when I was asked this question. So just know, we not new to it, we true to it, okay? And I often forget to share fragrances with you all, so forgive me, but just know that this is ground zero, okay? And if I'm not mentioning what fragrance I'm wearing, these are the ones that are tried and true that I would highly recommend. Stop talking to Shara, let's get into it. Let's start with my fave, probably my number 1 fragrance, because I have purchased this 3 times and I've also gifted it twice. So it is tried and true for me, and that is the Maison Louis Marie number 4, Bois de Balancourt, okay? This is the Rollerball. I have never actually tried the actual perfume, but fun fact, I have had the home fragrances, which have included the candle, which I love, as well as the reed diffuser, which is even better. I don't know why I did not get that again during the Sephora sale. Nevertheless, this fragrance has 3 primary notes. The first 2 are my favorites. It can be in anything, and I'm going to go up for it. That is sandalwood. Also, obviously, the number 1 fragrance in the scent note in Santal 33 by Le Labo. Vetiver, also love that. And amber wood. And when I smell it, oh God. Oh! I could wear it every day, y'all. The only reason I don't is because I do enjoy a little bit of variety and spice in my life, you know. But if someone said, tell me what your signature scent note is, it's going to always be sandalwood. And you throwing a little bit of vetiver in that thing, girl, please. We about to have a party. I'm talking about Gina's out of control. I'm out of control. The whole party is out of control. I like oils as well because I think oils tend to be a little bit heavier. They're weightier. They hold the fragrance longer, in my opinion. This is 0.5 fluid ounces. It's small, but I think it packs a punch, and I love to layer it with another fragrance I'm about to tell you right now. Just so you know, this comes in at I think $55, so it is the most affordable fragrance that I'm going to show you today, and I wear it by itself, and I wear it with my second favorite, which is the Jo Malone Poppy and Barley. It just smells like a French castle. It's not sweet, it's not really spicy, it's fresh, and it's sophisticated. That is the best way that I can describe it. Think about Paris, and if Paris had a smell, it would be this. Think about the coolest, swankiest club in New York, and if that had a fragrance, it would be this. Think about a hotel that has the most impeccable architecture, and what it smells like would be this. I can't think of another word besides luxe and sophistication. Now, Poppy and Barley is a bit of an enigmatic fragrance to me, because you think to yourself, what does barley smell like? If somebody said, describe barley, you'd be like, wheat? Like, it doesn't, I don't know, I'm not a farmer, you know what I mean? But something about this works so good together. The top note is black currant. I'm looking at my computer. The heart note is poppy, which is described as a green floral note and adds a fresh and crispy facet to the fragrance. I'm not surprised that it's described as fresh, because that is going to be kind of, for the most part, what reigns true through my favorite fragrances. And the base note is barley, which is an aerial woody note, adds a musky cereal tone to the fragrance. And so when I think about this, I think that woody, kind of fresh tone is what comes across. But I'll be honest with you, what I love this with the most is these two. I don't wear this by itself often. It is the Bad Bee collabo. It is the Bonnie and Clyde, the Tom and Jerry, the Pat, the Turner. It's these two together for me. Now, it doesn't mean that I wouldn't wear it alone. I just think that it provides a tinge of sweetness to the Bois de Valancourt that is, don't tell nobody, my secret concoction. Okay, you trying to bag a baller? You trying to get a check, a Trump check? You better put these two together. I'm just saying. I know it's not white toenail season, but I still got to put y'all up on game out here, okay? This is what you do. You have to do. And what you're going to do with this one is roll that thing real bop, 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 bop behind that kneecap. And then you do a full body with this one. Girl, the nestlage and the neck is going to be elite. I'm talking about millionaires only. Retirement plans, 401ks, Roth IRAs, all of that. You will cash it out if you're able to really perfect this concoction right here. I speak abundance over you today. I do, in the most profound way. And running pockets is going to be the verb. It's the action that we shall commence with these two together. Jo Malone's fragrances are not the most expensive. I think they're kind of like mid-tier depending on the size. This size of this bottle, I think, is maybe $100. I think I re-upped on this though at the duty-free shops. So that is a life hack to keep in mind. Fragrances are always so much cheaper when you travel abroad at the duty-free shops. Now, Poppy and Barley used to come in a whole myriad of fragrances. They don't have, like, products rather. They don't have as many anymore. But because what I really, really used to love was the body wash of this, even more than the fragrance. But for now, it was my second most used fragrance of the year. What would a fragrance video be if it wasn't for this? This was a gift. For folks who do not know, it is the MFK Baccarat Rouge. Rouage, as my grandma would say, $5.40. Okay. Now, this was a gift, and I was told I was basic because I liked it. Because among, you know, the luxury-loving girls, this is a mainstay. But it's a mainstay because it's good. And I'll tell you something. When I worked in luxury retail, you could not get away from this fragrance. It was everywhere. And the one complaint that I had, which is why I didn't purchase it sooner, was people tend to put too much of this on. I'm just going to be honest with you, y'all. This is a fragrance forward product. I mean, like, it's going to hit you. You don't need, in my opinion, more than 2 sprays of this. 3 is testing it. And then if you have other scented products on, it is going to give, I don't even know, not what you're going for. I used to be like, people would leave the boutique and you would still smell it. Like, I would come back from break and be like, oh my God. Like, it will slap you in the face aggressively. And I think that is a sign of a good fragrance when, again, the notes are very forward, but it's just a caution, okay? We don't need to spray this like Avon Skin So Soft. It's not Jean the Tay girl. It's not. So, ooh. It smells like silk. It smells like cashmere. Oh no, it smells like Vicuña. You remember when I had went down to Loro and they put me up on game on those royal fabrics, as they called them? It smells like a royal fabric. If this smells rich and sophisticated, this smells wealthy. It does. It smells royal, is the best way that I can describe it. I got this Valentine's Day, so obviously I have been using it. I rotate my fragrances, so that says a lot, being that I've worn this among other fragrances. But let me tell you specifically the scent notes. The first one is Hedion, or Hedon. This aromatic, I promise y'all, I'm not hooked on phonics. I have a law degree, but this is not necessary. This aromatic compound, developed in the 1960s, has become one of the most frequently used. When isolated, it evokes the floral and fresh delicacy of jasmine with a slight lemony facet, like a slice of lemon dipped in a glass. I don't smell that. I'm going to be honest with you. Let's move on. Okay, number 2. This is actually a trademark scent note for MFK. Ambroxan. It emulates its various amber, dry, woody, and mineral facets. It says it is the natural excrement of the sperm whale. I'm not selling this to you all right now, but this is what these people say about their own fragrance. I cannot make this up. Okay, just ignore that. Ignore that. Cedar from Virginia, because I guess cedar from other places is not acceptable. Okay, it's a North American cedar, and it's also called red cedar because of the color of its wood. Okay, so that explains the red label. It belongs to the juniper family. Definitely get that. The woodiness comes across. And the last note is saffron. Natural saffron is not used in perfumery because it contains saffron, which is a highly allergenic compound, but its effect is reproduced with one of its derivatives. That's good to know. Now, I'm going to get to another fragrance that has saffron in it as well. So it's funny that I am connected to saffron and didn't even realize it. So I don't know what the first couple things we're talking about. I don't know. Again, I think the woodiness comes across. I think there is a sweet darkness that comes across. And for me, this is very much an evening fragrance when I'm dressed up. All right, let's get to the next fragrance that was most worn this year. It was one that I wore today. It is the MFK. By the way, MFK stands for Maison Francis Kirk de John. Folks who don't know, the 724. This, from my understanding, was a new release this year. Or maybe it came out late last year. So it says that the scent notes, this is going to be funny again because there is a theme here for me. White sandalwood. We got aldehydes. We're not even going to go down that trail with them. Bergamot. Which I have been manifesting into my life. Le Labo's Bergamot. I have a small sample. It's a great layering fragrance, by the way, but that's an aside. A bouquet of fresh white flowers, jasmine, and musks. So there's a theme for me. I think it is woody, fresh, floral is probably what I would say, with a little tinge of sweet here and there. But I think all of those notes really, really describe 724. This is just fun. It gets fun, it gets floral. It makes me think of like bright. When it says a bouquet of flowers, I think that's a really good way to describe it. So we hear a lot about the MFKs of the world, but I don't think I have heard a lot lately about Byredo. And we gotta change that, y'all. Because as I was starting kind of my, I don't know, content creation journey and being serious about it, a lot of the pages that I would follow were perfume and skincare, like body care type of accounts. And I remember back then, Byredo, specifically the Mojave Ghost and Barley Freak, it was a thing. It was everywhere. I have had Barley Freak. It wasn't my favorite fragrance. And it doesn't mean, however, that I do not still love the company. There are several that are on my wish list. And the one that I got this year was Black Saffron, after being in love with this for years. So let's talk about the scent notes of this one. Top note, juniper berries, pomelo, and saffron, of course. The heart is black violet, crystal rose. I love anything rose. Accord queer. Don't know what that is. Base, blonde woods, back to those woodsy fragrances that I love. Raspberry, and once again, vetiver. We're back at vetiver. Someone once was wearing a an oil that she had gotten from Dubai that was vetiver, and I just wanted to just smell her all day. It was a coworker, and I was like, get away from me, because I just want to sniff you, and I know it's inappropriate in the workplace. Not like in a romantic way. She just smelled so good. And so if I ever find that oil or that perfume kind of as a top note, I know I'm going to go up for it. If you all know of any, please let me know down below. Same thing with candles. I just love it. It is a sexy scent note. And that's kind of how I describe Black Saffron. It's very sensual, it's very sexy. It is definitely the sweetest fragrance that I have, but it still is extremely fresh. It's very complex for me. You definitely get all of the notes. I don't feel like one note is hidden. Everything is very fragrance forward in a way. And sometimes when I smell it, I smell like a hint of baby powder, which I know that's not what's in it, but I think it's the freshness that comes across. And so this is also another really good fragrance to layer with the Bois de Valancourt, because I do think that this has some spice to it, and it smells good with the Black Saffron. And the honorable mention fragrance for this year has been the Safari. And I don't know if Safari is the actual name brand or the fragrance. Sorry, y'all. This was a gift from Dubai from my friend Bernice. Bernice has hooked me up with fragrances. I love this. I asked her, I've never been, and I said, can you please bring me a fragrance, because that's obviously what that region of the world is known for. And let me show you how it actually, let me put a little bit of this on. Oh God. Any type of oil, I'm talking about like the 5%er, Nation of Islam oil, honey. When they be on the train with the oil, I be like, yeah, right, come over here. Yeah, what you got? Girl, I love an oil. I love an oil. A shea butter incense oil with some coconut water. In my hotel days, girl, you think I wasn't drenched with the oils? Okay. So maybe this is nostalgic. Ah! I just love it so much. I can't tell y'all. I don't know. I don't know what's in this bottle, okay? It is the nectar of God. I can't tell you. If you speak Arabic, you might be able to figure out what that says, or maybe you can bless us and let us know what the brand is down below. I think I tried to Google this once because I was really curious. Let me see what I can find, y'all. Sorry, no haps. I guess we gotta all fly to Dubai to get it. Could you imagine that life? Just flying to Dubai this weekend to get my favorite perfume. So there's that. Keep your oil. I will certainly keep me in oil. I will certainly keep me in oil in my repertoire, my perfumery that is growing for sure, because I just think that they add, once again, kind of a heaviness and a weight in a way that sometimes perfumes or colognes do not. And so that has been my favorite fragrances of the year. I hope y'all have enjoyed that little tidbit. I have gotten asked for this more than once, and so I'm sorry for the delay, but if you have any questions, let me know down below. And sound off too. We're a tribe, we're a community. What has been your favorite fragrance of the year? And let's get into these Black Friday purchases, because some of these brands tried it. So let me say this. Oh, this little cup is from Amazon, y'all. I find that having cute things like this make me drink more water. The brand is SLM, and it comes in a couple different colors. And the top also has like a coffee cup, like a flip lid. But I like it with the straw. So I fill this up a few times a day with water. The first Black Friday win is this sweater that I'm wearing today by JCrew. You all have not seen this before. I literally just took out the package because I was going to return it. And something just said, you got it for a reason, try it on. And I'm so happy that I did. It is so incredibly soft, y'all. And I am a bit of a sweater snob, I'll be honest. But there was something about these bell sleeves and the fact that it did have some natural components. It's from JCrew, so it's not 100% natural, but it did have some natural components. And so I said, you know what, let me give it a try. And I love it. In order to kind of give it a different vibe, I did put on my Dior brooch, which I feel like hasn't gotten a lot of play this year. So put that on, and I'm wearing my Natia and Laco earrings. A pretty easy face today, but I think the color is what stands out the most, because y'all know I don't wear a lot of color. And so JCrew, y'all, I think is one of the best places for sweaters that are affordable and well made. The other one I got, I think y'all have seen in Vlogmas, or maybe you've seen it over on my YouTube channel, on my podcast channel. Now it's time to make sure you are following Justice Podcast. We are releasing episodes weekly over there. So if you don't see me here, trust me, I'm over at Justice. But I got this chartreuse one, so much so that I have makeup all on it. So ignore that. But this has been a delight to have. Get into this color, y'all. So I showed y'all that before. I hadn't worn it yet, I think, when I unboxed it. And so it has gotten a lot of wear. I love it with my white Universal Standard skinny jeans with a high boot. I love it with a skirt. I love it with jeans. I love it with trousers. Like, I love it with everything. Everything. And couldn't you see this was like a really dope, like, winter white cream pair of slacks? And my gold Dries Van Noten boots. And the reason that I was drawn to this, y'all, is because of the gold zipper. I won't even lie. So out of 10, these have not been washed yet. They've not been washed. But out of 10, I would definitely give both of these, especially because of the price. This one I think is like 20% wool, and the same thing with this one. So I'm a little nervous about how they're going to hold up. But for right now, I would give these a strong 10 out of 10 for sure. I think they're just classic pieces. And one of my goals for Black Friday was to find jeans that fit. And yes and no. I had one that I'll show you. And to find really dope sweaters. And so these two were wins. Another Black Friday sweater, this cardigan, which you all have already seen, by Gauge 81. I can't remember if it was 81 or 181, y'all. But it's 81. I know that it comes across on camera as red, but it's not, y'all. It's just a very deep orange. It's a very, very deep orange. It's a little low in the front, but I mean, I don't mind that. Just wear a cute bra and you'll be okay, or no bra at all. It's up to you. What I did not realize when I purchased it, y'all, was that it had shoulder pads. You know I love a good heavy little bankhead bounce. A shoulder lean shoulder pad. So this is cute. This is very cute. So much so that I am now stocking a couple other Gauge 81 pieces. They're kind of right at that mid-tier price point, and you can find some great deals. This was, I think, like $150. It was marked way down on Net-a-Porter. So love this. Another 10 out of 10 for sure. So much so that I'm going to be looking for other Gauge pieces. What didn't work is this philosophy sweater that I tried on with y'all over on TikTok. And it felt like a straight jacket. It felt like a fuzzy shedding banana. Like I felt encapsulated in it. And the color and the idea of it was great, but I said no. I said no. And I didn't understand why I took out the package and it was already shedding. And if you're someone who's sensitive to like, what do you call it, y'all? Like, you know, you don't like itchy things on your skin. I could not. So she quickly went back. Two other things that you have not seen. I love a graphic tee. We love a graphic tee. We love a graphic tee over here. Y'all already know that. And I was so excited when randomly, y'all, I think on IG, this brand called Aggravated Youth commented under one of my videos. And they were like, oh, you can shop with us. I forget what video it was. But it was something that was getting a lot of traction. And I must have mentioned, oh, it was I don't enjoy most forms of physical activity besides shopping and sex. Real. If you follow me on IG, you should. That was one that has been doing a lot of numbers on Instagram. And so they said, well, if you want to shop with us. I went to their profile and I said, say less, friends. Loved all of their designs. So I picked up 2 shirts from them for Black Friday. One is this cropped top. It is like a vintage Afro Puffs design. And I love tops that have something in the front and the back as far as the graphic tee is concerned. And the back is like that nostalgic iconography from probably the 70s. So I love it. Afro Puffs, $5 per hair. Style number AP50. And what I also really liked is their kind of label sake tee that says Aggravated Youth over the front left. But this is what really got me. I really wish this was on the front. Because a red lip and a grill, girl. And all of that is on top of the Aggravated Youth. And you see that Doberman Pinscher or whatever kind of dog, a Rottweiler, whatever that is. It reminds me of the very famous Ricardo Tisci t-shirts that were everywhere for a little while when he was at Givenchy. So had to have that. And again, I got them both during Black Friday. I'm going to rate these, y'all, at a 6 out of 10, if I'm just being honest. While I love the design of them, I don't love the fabric. And I think for the price point, they could really elevate the kind of tee that they're using. Not every t-shirt is the same. Also, shipping took way too long, even during Black Friday. But am I going to wear these and love them? Absolutely. Let's keep going with the Black-owned brands because y'all already know how I feel about the Icon 2-piece set. And evidently y'all love it too. So many of y'all mentioned like running over to the website to grab it. It also comes in red. We need to get Chris to make this in black. We have to get her to make it in black. Red is not my favorite color to wear, so I'm going to pass on that one. But if it was in black, it would be a no-brainer. I definitely enjoyed wearing this in Miami. I enjoyed shooting it in Miami. It feels so soft. And what I'm really looking forward to, y'all, is wearing this shirt by itself. Like, I could wear this shirt with the cargo pants that I have on today, and I think it would be a vibe. And so I'm just really pleased with everything that she does. This is my 3rd item from her. The first item was a lounge set. The second is a high-waisted faux leather skirt that I wore during Fashion Week in February. And now I have this. And so she has a fan for the long term from me. I would rate this a 9 out of 10. And it's only because I think it is 100% polyester. Let me check. Hold on. The website doesn't say. Yet another reason to give it a 9 out of 10 because the website should say what the material is. But the design, impeccable. The softness, amazing. And I am going to enjoy wearing it until the wheels fall off. Let's stick with black-owned brands. And we got the Alisa Johnson sunglasses. Some of you may know her from social media. She is Magic Johnson's daughter and a style icon in her own right. And my sis, oh hey, Kay Davenport actually had these, and we met up one day, and I was like, girl, let me try these on. She has like 3 or 4 pair of them, and I lost my hater blockers, my Tom Fords, and when I tried these on, I said, Tom who? Excuse me. All about my swag. I'm on a I'm swagging. I'm surfing. I'm clean like dish detergent. That's one of the best lines of all time. I'm clean like dish detergent. I'm swagging. I'm surfing. I'm swagging. I'm surfing. Girl, do you see these? Girl, that lens. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out. I want you all to see the color of the lens. Do you see that? It's like a very light turquoise. Ooh, I'm wearing these today, honey. I'm about to get outside. Yeah, we love those. And here's the thing about them too. The frame is substantial, honey. It's weighty. It has some girth to it. Every penny that she charges for these is worth it. No cap. Because they could literally be 10 times the price. Maybe not 10. Because they could literally be 3 times the price. No cap. And I got them on the Black Friday sale. I really, really wish I would have gotten more. But I was like, let me just like see them on my face, play around, see what I think. So if she has a New Year's sale, I'm getting at least 2 more pair. Oh God, on Hood fam, like I gotta do it. And they were, I think, about $150, maybe less on sale. So I think for what I would consider these to be a luxury sunglass, that's not bad. They came with a box with a case and also a cleaning cloth inside as well. And the case is magnetic. So she did a big one with these. Definitely 10 out of 10. I would give these an 11. I think out of everything that I purchased for Black Friday, this is the standout item for sure. Let's hop over to cost because you have seen these, but I want to rate them. I think it's important for content creators to not kind of do one and dones. I want to know, how did it hold up? How did you style it? Do you love it? Do you like it? Would you recommend it, right? It's not just about what you bought, but it's about what you love beyond the initial purchase. And for this, y'all, I feel like I love the design more than I love the fabric. This would be amazing if it was in a cotton, if it was in a linen, if it was maybe in like a structured organza, for example. And that's me. I love a statement top. But I'm not realistically going outside right now with nothing on underneath this. And when I wore it with a tank recently, I didn't love it. So I feel like we're going to get the most wear out of her during the springtime. But we'll see. We'll see. Again, a high-waisted jean like what I'm wearing today to go out for like date night when you're not worried about being bundled up might be a vibe with a cute heel. So like my Sam Edelman mules, my silver mules, or even my Jimmy Choos, which I haven't worn a lot since Fashion Week, could be a vibe. I gotta play around with them more. But for now, I think for this season, I would give her a 7 out of 10. Still love it, love the fabric, love the construction. I just gotta get creative with wearing what's essentially a wool crop top. And then we have our COS jacket with the matching skirt, doll. Jacket 10s across the board. Can say nothing negative about the jacket. By the way, y'all, the jacket is still available right now in an extra small and a small. Do not be turned off by the sizing. It fits oversized for sure. I returned the medium, got a small. The small to me fits like a large. So if you are petite, if you are about my size, you can fit a small and it still is going to be oversized. If you are larger, you can fit a small and it's going to fit like a regular coat. Trust me. The jacket, no problem. The skirt I have not worn. Now, it hasn't been a month since Black Friday, but you know you're going to like really wear something when you pull that thing out and you wear it. And I think the problem is that the boots that I would want to wear this with need to be reheeled. And I just gotta just be like, we just gonna find a way to do it, right? Maybe get some tights, go take my boots to get rehealed, God forbid, stop being lazy. I gotta figure out how to put this thing on. And I'm looking around now. I promise you I don't have ADHD, or maybe I do. I'm just looking around to figure out how I would style it. And I think for now, like if I wore this tonight, I would probably pull out my Gold Drees boots and just do a black top, right? Just keep it classy, keep it cute. I even have a pair of black booties from MM LaFleur. Let me show y'all. Just easy. These could work very easily as well. So I don't have an excuse. Weekends are usually my time to shine. You know, I'm in this office by myself most days, Monday through Friday. And so on the weekends, I tend to try to step out a little bit more. So we'll see. You may see this in another episode of Vlogmas. For now, though, I got to give the skirt, just because of wearability in my wardrobe, a 6 out of 10 as well. But the jacket, 10 out of 10. And the last pair of jeans, you all saw these Abercrombie curved jeans when I was wearing the Jill Saunders shirt, I think in Vlogmas episode 2 when I was with my mom. I love them. I think the curved collection is exactly what it says. It is for people who are slim in the waist and thick in the hips. People who got body, okay? I think this is probably the only pair of jeans as of late I would feel like I could go purchase off the rack and put on same day and be able to wear. The only thing is, I think the lengths are off, and I should have paid closer attention to the inseams. But as you know, my family, they got, you know, well, she got it on. You know that tends to rise the inseam of your jeans, and so even with these, I had not kept that in mind. And so I have these in a 10 long, and I would not be able to wear these with heels, which I feel like is a miss for me. So the good part, though, is that they do make extra long, and I should have gotten an extra long in these. But nevertheless, they're perfectly fine with a pair of flats, with sneakers, with loafers, etc. But for that reason, and that's on me, not on Abercrombie, I would have to give them a 5 out of 10. I actually purchased 2 pair, and the second pair I sent back because they were also long length, and I knew that they were not going to be long enough. But if you are looking for a great pair of denim and you have a similar body type or body shape to mine, I definitely would recommend Abercrombie. Go up though. I don't wear a 10 in a lot of other brands, so go up for sure. But I felt like I didn't have to get the waist taken in. Again, I put them out the package and put them on the next day. The only other thing I got for Black Friday is a small stationery haul from my friends over at Cloth and Paper. Primarily, y'all, because I was obsessed with this pouch. It says, "You deserve luxury!" Period. Actually, we do. Love the pouch. Love Ashley so much, who's the creator. So the front, "You Deserve Luxury," is embroidered, and the back says CP. I am just a metallic fiend these days. You all already know that. And when I saw this, I said, well, I gotta have it. And Ashley's so smart because she wouldn't let you buy it. You got it for free with a $75 purchase. I said, I see you. Okay. One time for Black businesses, you better know how to market them things and get them sales. And I obliged. So I purchased during the sale a couple of these. I got more than one, so just know that as far as price points are concerned. But one is my daily schedule. So I needed something for days that were pretty busy. I'll link this down below. You probably can't see it here, but basically it has on the left side your priorities, your tasks, and then it goes from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. of everything you have to do for the day. So when I'm not in a weekly, I will use that daily. And then the next one is just dotted paper, which is great for taking notes. I put that in the back of my agenda, so I always have some blank paper. And then I really had to get these page flags because I am a stickler for it. And I hadn't seen anything that was designed before, or like had a design that wasn't in a solid color by Ashley. And so I wanted to grab those. And so I have a total of 4 of these, and I grabbed this from her, and I got my little pouch. So what I'm gonna do today, girl, because I probably treat myself to lunch while I'm out and about, is put some planner supplies in this, and then pop this in a tote or in my purse, whatever I end up carrying. I think it's a great toiletry bag. I mean, the inside is plastic, so you could put anything in here. It's a good makeup bag. I always feel like I have just bags and it just be stuff. It just be stuff everywhere. And I am a big fan of compartmentalizing things and organization. And so this is actually a really good tool to have, and it's in a metallic. So put on my hater blockers, grab some water, grab my agenda, and we are headed down to City Center to grab lunch and to also do a little bit of holiday shopping. Let's go. I made the City Center, and I have a couple stops while I'm here. So I need to hit LV, Yerman, Joe Malone, and I think Hermes, and I am going to stop and have lunch. I have a call around 2:30, so take my call from lunch and focus on getting today's episode of Vlogmas up. So I'll be here for a while. Definitely want to hit back home before traffic hits though, or head back home before traffic hits. But let's see what we get into. I always love the way City Center is decorated. Talk me out of this quickly because it's about to go home with me. Stopped, had lunch, got a little bit of work done as well. I am still out at City Center doing some shopping. I'm trying to hide my bag because if anyone is watching this content that gifts might be for, click off now, okay? Don't be trying to put 2 and 2 together, figuring out what's the what. Don't worry about it. We'll find out on December 25th. Christmas has not changed in centuries. It's still on the 25th, all right? You will find out then. Nevertheless, while I'm here, I am gonna get some coffee and also stop by Vince. I'm always down for a good sweater, and I love Vince's sweaters. See what Gucci has. Oh, but first, Joe Malone is here to my left. Let's see what they have. However green your branches. If someone ever asked me what are my favorite holidays, number 1 is my birthday. Yes, April 4th is a holiday. Okay, 4-4, Aries, stand up. It's also my Angelo's birthday and Jill Scott's birthday, so clearly the greats were born on that day. And Christmas, clearly. So let's get into what I got for myself from Joe Malone. Joe Malone, y'all, has the best gifts with purchase. Not at the kiosks that are typically in the department stores. You have to go to the boutique or order online. Highly recommend, 10s across the board. I didn't get coffee at City Center, so this is my second coffee. Sorry, y'all, the camera died, so I had to change locations so it can charge. But the next thing I picked up is this candle. It is part of the Intense collection. Whenever you see that Jo Malone has these darker bottles, so they make this also in a fragrance. It's part of the collection that has the more, I guess, intense scent notes. And this one is Velvet Rose and Oud. I already told you all earlier how I feel about Oud. And this does not disappoint. If you also love rose, but you want something to have a heavier scent, something that's a bit more moody, that's great for this time of year especially. Okay, think Diptyque roses mixed with Oud. It's really the best of both worlds. And they were doing their free engraving, so you saw the top of this get etched. I'm really impressed by this, y'all. And then she just typed it into a machine. I got 2 other candles that are gifts that were both engraved as well. But this one says, you probably won't be able to see it. Well, right now you see yourself. But it says Tash Money. Tash Money Records taking over for the 99 and the 2000. If I just keep referring to myself as my rap name, God is going to bless me to manifest the hip-hop career that I deserve. Okay? So, just going to keep that over there. You can smell this without even having to light it, which is why I love a great candle. So, because I purchased something that was in the Bath and Body category, the body wash, they were giving out free with purchase today. A better person would have probably given this to someone, but I'm not that person. By the way, one of my gifts they mailed for free for me, which is why I love shopping at like designer or luxury stores during the holidays, because this was the second thing that I purchased today that was able to get shipped. So, you know, at this price point, I feel like that level of customer service should be expected. But it's just really nice to know that you don't have to pay any extra. You give them the person's name, the address. Some places even give you cards where you can personalize the item, and then they're able to send it for you. They also provide tracking. So, one less post office trip. But this is a tray that has Jo Malone, or JML, Jo Malone London, so the initials engraved. You just put this on your sink, on your dresser, your countertop, wherever you want it to go, and you can put like your bath products fit perfectly within this tray. Actually, they have it in the store. One side is the hand wash and the other side is the lotion, and so that's just something small and cute. I've actually been wanting lately to completely redo the top of my sink in my bathroom, because I just feel like what I have there now, it gets like water stains and stuff on it. So I'm always cleaning my sink. And so I'm probably going to take all of that off and just replace it with just one small tray like this. And because I spent a certain amount, I got this Fragrance Favorites pouch, which I love. Now this I probably will drop into, you know, a small gift for someone, because it's not something that I need, although it is a great travel size. Ooh, there's a fragrance in here. Wait, it's 2 fragrances in here. Girl, wasn't I just talking about wood, sage, and sea salt? Girl. Wood, sage, and sea salt you get the small size of, as well as English pear and freesia. This is a great one. This is something that is very light, very floral. I probably would not wear this by itself, but it's only because of what I've shared with you all today about the scent notes that I prefer. But I think I know someone who would really appreciate this as a little stocking stuffer. This I might have to keep. Forget what I just said. And then we have the lamb basil and mandarin hand cream. The lamb basil and mandarin is a pretty popular fragrance for them, but I've never tried their hand cream, so y'all let us know down below. And that is my day of shopping and the fragrances that I have loved. I think it was really cool. I didn't do this intentionally, y'all, that I started with fragrances and ended with fragrances. But again, let us know down below what fragrances you have been loving. Also, have you done all your Christmas shopping, all your holiday shopping? It's felt a little bit like one for them, one for me. I did not get the bag, the Nano Alma. But we'll see. Don't count it out. I loved everything about it. I just knew I had to respect myself because I didn't go in for that. And I'm always a little nervous about picking up things spontaneously at that price point. But wasn't it cute? And then the little scarf, just take it over the edge. All right, y'all. That is all for now. I will see you in the next episode of Vlogmas.